What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zamir from XCC Teens. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm finally done with my projects. I have a bit of free time now. I downloaded the trial version of Cubase 15 and I've been playing with it for a while now, and I really enjoy everything that Cubase 15 has to offer. So the new features are really awesome. I'm sure you guys have already tested out, right? So the first thing that I noticed about Cubase 15 is that it loads much faster than Cubase 14. So what I mean by that is, let's say I go to my desktop and double click on the icon, Cubase 15 icon, it loads quickly compared to Cubase 14, all right? And if I open any of the projects that I've done in Cubase 14, I open in Cubase 15, it also loads quickly compared to Cubase 14. That is definitely a bonus for us. I really like having a DAW which is faster because of my ADHD brain. Don't like if something takes time to load and stuff like that. So Cubase 15 is faster. Number one, that's a win already, guys. So number two, what I like about Cubase 15 is that everything that they have added in this new version of Cubase is musical. So if you don't know what I mean, actually I'm saying that I've been using virtual instrument for a long time. I mean, I use every single day, and I like that they have added the new version of expression map, and it is a game changer. All right, I really enjoy working with the expression map, and I think that is a win for those composers who does film music like me. So expression map in Cubase 15 is a super lifesaver for a composer, media composer like me, right? And even also for music producers who does a lot of string arrangement stuff, it is a game changer. All right, the third one is I really like the omnivocal beta. Okay, there are a few things that I wanted to do but it cannot do. However, I already like where is this DAW going forward. All right, I've mentioned before that I don't want to use AI for my music production because I don't want to take away the fun and the joy in making music, right? If I want to just prompt something to make the AI make music for me, that's not fun, bro. I really like to play my keyboard and, you know, think about melodies and stuff like that. I want to create something from scratch, and which is why I also don't use a lot of samples, you know, because I like the process of making music, and I will definitely won't be using any AI to make music for me. There are certain AI features that I really like stem separation, like the vocal AI. That is very useful because if I want a female singer or a male singer or a background singer, I can now use this AI which already built in my DAW to, you know, work on my projects. So if let's say I'm using AI from the web base or something like that, I'm afraid if I put my melody there, right? Let's say I have a melody like na 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 na. Let's say I compose this melody, right? I put it in the AI on the web browser, and maybe I want the AI to create trumpet sound, or maybe a string section or a choir. I put my original melody to the AI, and they may manage to give me the choir or the trumpet sound that I want with the melody that I created. But where does my original melody now stays? It's gonna be in the server somewhere in the AI, right? Maybe someone who's using AI will also be able to download my original melody now, right? So that is why I don't want to use any web-based AI function or AI features. But Cubase have the AI built in my DAW, so I feel safe to work on this project. Okay, I can do whatever the hell I want. Maybe in the future, if there's a way in maybe Cubase 16 where there will be an AI for me to prompt to create a guitar melody with me humming, right? We just hum the melody and then it's gonna be a guitar or trumpet, whatever. So that will be great addition to the DAW. Okay, and I already can see that where is this DAW is moving forward. And when I see other DAWs, of course there are a lot of features that I mentioned before that I want Cubase to have from the other DAW. However, Cubase is a way ahead from them, and I really enjoy that. I'm lucky to be honest, because I know how to use Cubase, and I really like the way where it's heading to, right? So that's being said, that's a long explanation, but I like that we have the AI vocal, and I know it's still in beta version. Beta version is good enough, but I hope there's a way I can give some feedback so that they can actually improve on this AI plugin. So that's my third favorite features, I guess, from Cubase 15. And the fourth, I'm going to go with the Groove Agent SE6. So the Groove Agent SE6 is really wonderful because I've been using a lot of pattern creation with my composition, right? So I'm sure you have seen my previous video where I talk about the background score for an animation film that I did. So I use a virtual instrument, the native instrument's damage percussion, but I program the percussion track with the pattern editor. So usually I'll just be playing with my MIDI controller, but now, I mean, for that particular project, I was using pattern event editor. So I've been using it a lot, right? In Groove Agent SE6, they have already added this feature. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys where's Groove Agent. So Groove Agent SE. Okay, I also have Groove Agent 5. So I'm also looking forward for the latest version of Groove Agent 6. I hope they will be coming soon. So okay, let's not change the subject. I'm gonna go to the I'm just gonna load some kit first. Okay, so here there's a player button. So in player, when you go and click on this pads, it's gonna play the pattern, right? So if you go here, you can also create your own pattern. I really like this. Actually, I wanted this for a long time. I've asked this in Cubase live streams before a couple of times, and finally Steinberg is giving me what I want. So thank you, Steinberg. I really love you guys a lot. So I like the fact that I can create the pattern here. I will make another video about how to use Groove Agent for beat makers. This video is not a tutorial, basically. I'm just explaining what are the things that I like about Cubase 15. Yeah, but I will be making more videos about Groove Agent SE and how to use it to, speed up your workflow and stuff like that. In Groove Agent SE, you can actually go ahead and preview some samples here. So yeah. So if I like it, I can just go ahead and load it. And if I go here, oops, sorry. I can also program my kick, my drums, basically. So number 4 is Groove Agent SE6. Okay, the next thing I like about Cubase 15 is the editor. So let me go to the pattern editor right here. Okay, when I double click here, it goes to the Groove Agent. It goes to the drum pattern, right? But if let's say I add a sampler track, when I double click here, it's asking me whether I want a drums or a melodic one. So if I want to use a drum pattern, I can do so. And if I want to use a music or a melodic instrument, I can come here and do this stuff. It is really cool. Okay, let me just go and load this. I have this pattern editor. I'm gonna just double click on it and go to drums. Okay. Previously, I mentioned in my video that I have used the drum pattern editor to create melody. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that right now. And then I'll go to the melodic pattern creator. So in the previous version of Cubase 14, you only have the drum pattern editor. So let's say if you want to create a melodic pattern, you can use this way. So I'm going to just solo this. Yeah. So what I'll do is add another lane. And from here, I can just click on this button and go to F. Sorry, not F sharp. F. So earlier it was C, and now it's F. So I can create note like this. Okay, I'm going to add another note here, maybe G. So since I was able to do this in Cubase 14, I was not really that interested with the melodic pattern creator. But let me create another sampler here. I want to try the melodic pattern. So let's create the same pattern here. Was it F? Yeah. Okay, I forgot what pattern I created, but let's just Yeah, let's create a new pattern. So basically it's the same thing. I can create pattern with the drum editor, and with this. There may be some other additional features here which I'm not I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice right now. I will have to end this video. Alright guys, so I'm actually kind of losing my voice right now. I will end this video, but I will come back to you guys later. So these are my favorite thing from Cubase 15. Actually there's more. It's just that I haven't really explored much yet, but when I do, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like all of them. So that's it for today guys. I'm actually losing my voice right now, not well. So I will actually get back to you guys in the next video. I'll talk more about it. Right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.